the Tinchwick bypass.
But now there's a host of expensive gadgetry that claims to find the speed traps before they find you. We've decided to test them all by building the ultimate stealth car.
And when we've armed this Volvo T5 to the teeth with all the very best devices, we'll be giving it away in a competition to one of you. So you better keep watching. Hi. The Ferrari 360 is one of the all-time great road cars. They've built a racing version too, the 360 Challenge. And now, in a terribly confusing fashion, they've built a road version of the racing car. That's right, a road version of the racing version of the road car. Are you sitting comfortably? Good, because this is its story. Think of the Challenge Stradale as a 360 GTI, a sportier car with a more direct connection to the track. The little details mean you never feel far away from the Formula One team. Even this shade of red, Rosso Corsa, is the same as Michael's. The price? £130,000. Which is 30 grand more than a standard car. So, what does that extra money get you? Well, actually, it gets you a bit less. A bit less weight, that is, thanks to a few materials that fell off the back of an F1 lorry. In fact, there it is in the background. They give you carbon fibre door panels, remove all the carpets, fit carbon ceramic brakes, and even titanium wheel bolts. Underneath, there's a dual-layer floor with F1-inspired holes and fins to tidy up the airflow. The keenest viewers among you will have noticed the slightly longer nose, the slightly modified sills, the slightly lipped boot, and the fact that the rear is slightly higher than the front, all of which aids aerodynamics. But perhaps the best modification is in this window, you know, the one with the view. By tweaking here and there and painstakingly polishing the inside of the engine, Ferrari has managed to massage power up to 425 bhp, which means 60 in 4 seconds. That's a whole half a second quicker than your mate's stock 360. Show me the keys. So it's lighter, it's more aerodynamic, it's faster. But is it any better? At this point, we normally play one of our favourite disco tunes, but today the music is provided by Ferrari, and the hills are alive with it. I suspected the sports exhaust would become rather wearing, the stiffer suspension would be jarring, and the paddle shift gearbox would be as jerky as all the others. But I was wrong. The ride, as expected, is on the harsh side, but only when you go over the worst surfaces. The rest of the time, the suspension and the balance of the car work really well together. So well, in fact, that they often tempt you into corners at very naughty speeds. Now, I defy anybody not to fall in love with that engine. Oh, it's just delicious, proper race car stuff, and you end up revving it just for fun. The Stradale has no manual gearbox option, only the paddles. Check out the longer lever on the right, which is easier to reach for those quick up changes out of hairpins. Traditionally, it's been a struggle to make the paddle shift work smoothly with a highly tuned engine, but thanks to the latest software, this is the best system I have ever tested. See? No jerks. Oh. So, there I was, happily playing with my gearbox in the hills around Modena, heading for Ferrari's private test track, when what should appear in my rearview mirror but... Scoop!
the new Ferrari 456 in full-on secret testing gear.
Currently, right behind me is a Ferrari, sort of camouflaged, and I'm a bit scared because it's probably got some right little tasty driver behind the wheel. Oh, I don't know where he'll be going. Just give him a run for his money.
Nothing focuses the mind quite like being chased by a test driver who knows the roads better than you do.
This is very secret testing. We shouldn't really be filming. I think he's seen the camera. I think we've lost him, kidder.
He cunningly gave us the slip by turning left, but rest assured we gave chase and can now bring you these exclusive shots of the boot for the very first time anywhere in the world. You saw it here first. Back to the Challenge Stradale and Ferrari's test track. You know you've selected race mode when the sport light comes on. How helpful. Hit launch control for a fast getaway and wait for the call. Tiff had warned me the stiffer suspension would make the car twitchy and hard to slide. Don't know what he was worrying about. To be honest, only dedicated Ferrari race nuts will get value for money from the extra 30 grand over the standard 360. People like Ferrari F1 boss Jean Todt, who asked for the very first one. He also ordered the optional hand-painted stripe that costs a whopping £3,000 on top. Mamma mia.
So what we have here is a great way of feeling closer to Ferrari racing and a great way of telling all the other 11,000 360 owners that you're just that little bit richer. I love it, but unless you've got petrol coursing through your veins, you'll get just as big a thrill from the standard 360.
Coming up after the break, the new Golf. And we fit a laser jammer to our stealth car.